Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm filming update number 1 for my Pan That palette, which is the Urban Decay Original Naked palette. I am actually super excited for this update. Didn't think there would be a lot of progress, but I actually do think that there was quite a bit of progress. So I'm super excited to show you guys. First, I want to insert a clip that I took of the palette at the intro. I didn't take a picture of it for some reason. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I filmed a little video. So in the intro, I had pans in Naked, Dark Horse, and Creep. I had 3 pans. So that's what the palette looked like in the intro, and this is what it looks like now. I don't know what you can and cannot see. If you can't see it, I'm gonna have to insert a clip. Okay, so if you can see it, I hope you can. I have hit pan in Half Baked. I just barely hit pan on that on January 30th, yeah, which is just a few days ago. Today is February 1st, so I actually filmed it right on time. I filmed the intro on January 2nd, and I'm filming the first update on February 1st, so I'm right on track, which is good for me. Let's see how long it takes me to upload. So yeah, let's just go through the shades one by one and I'll tell you what I've been doing with this palette. So far, I am not bored with it. I had 2 main goals at the end of the intro, which was, 1, I wanted to be able to see the pan better on Creep. I had a little itty bitty baby pan and it was really hard to see. Even in the video that I filmed of the palette after I filmed the intro, you could barely see the pan. It was very tiny. I was hoping to get that pan bigger, but I mean, I do think that I was successful. It's just, you need so little black to get pigment on the eyes, so I didn't get very far as I'd like, but I do feel like I did my makeup a lot, and pretty much a lot of the shades were using Creep. And the second goal was for me to use all the shades at least once. Rarely did I ever use this palette where I wasn't just reaching for specific shades that I was trying to hit pan on. So last year in my project pan, I was specifically trying to hit pan on Naked, Dark Horse, and Creep. Didn't reach all the goals. I hit Dark Horse like the day I filmed the intro. So I don't count that as a success for last year's project pan, but I did have the 3 pans that I wanted to start this official project with. So I wanted to just play around with the shades and put looks together, see what I could come up with, and so far I'm not bored with it, so I'm happy about that. I did use every single shade at least once, so I'm happy. I think I reached both my goals for last month. So let's just go one by one. The first shade is Virgin. It has a really big dip in it. I use that shade every single time I do my makeup as an inner corner highlight or as a brow bone highlight. Well, and as a brow bone highlight because I use it every single time. It has a dip in it. I don't know how... I'm not the type of person who looks at a pan and then realizes how far along I am on the next pan. Like, if I have a dip and there's a pan next to it, I still have no idea. Like, it could go either way. It has a big dip, but I don't know how far I am from hitting pan on that. The next shade is Sin. It is one of the shades that I used the least this month. I mean, I used it maybe 3 or 4 times. Yeah. It's an okay shade. It's not my favorite shade. It's not a shade I gravitate towards, let's say that. The next shade is Naked. I probably used it about twice. It already has pan in it, so I'm not worried about it at the moment. There's only 2 matte shades in this palette, and I'm working on the other matte shade, so that's why that one hasn't been used that much. But it is a shade that I like. I just focusing on other shades at the moment. The next shade is Sidecar. I use that also maybe 3 or 4 times. Honestly, these two shades I feel look the same to me. They're clearly different. Like this one has more glitter and this is more of a satin. Yeah, that one might be hard. These two might be hard for me to hit pan on. The next shade is Buck, which Buck is the other matte palette. Buck is the other matte shade in this palette, and I have used this pretty much 95% of the looks that I did this past month had this in the crease as like a transition shade. I do like that shade. It is a beautiful shade. So I do think I got the dip way, I think the dip was way bigger than in the intro. In the video that I filmed, you couldn't really see. I'm gonna try to do a better video this time, so you can actually see the dip. Again, I don't have a viewfinder on this camera, so I don't know what you can see, but it is a huge dip. Like, I really hope you can see that. If not, I'm gonna have to insert. But I am happy with the progress I am making. I've heard that Urban Decay mattes are very hard to hit pan on. So I'm happy that I see a difference. I'm positive that there's a difference from the intro. And then the next shade is Half Baked, which is a really big difference. I hit pan. I did not think that I was gonna hit pan on any shades this month. Never did I think that was gonna happen. I thought that I was going to work on it as much as I could, and then for my February goal would be to hit pan and Half Baked, because I knew it was close, but I didn't think I was close enough to hit pan on it. But I did, so I'm super excited about that. I do like that shade. I do think though that it's not as pigmented as it once was. I'm hit pan on it on the day before yesterday. Today I'm wearing it on the lid. I was trying to get the pan to be bigger because it was a baby pan, and I did get it to be bigger so you could actually see it. But it takes quite a bit of patting on to get a good pigment going. Smog I think I used once. I don't really like that shade. It's a weird shade. It's like a mix between Half Baked and Dark Horse. I don't like that. I really don't. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember the look that I did with it, but I do need to play around with it if I want to hit pan on it and figure out a way to use it that I will like. I might have to bring in other shadows, but I'm not going to worry about that shade right now. I want to focus on other shades. The next shade is Dark Horse. I think I used it about twice. So in December and November of last year, I was really working to hit pan on that, so I wore that shade a lot. So I was really tired of that shade, so I only used it twice this month. I do think the pan got a little bit bigger, maybe just a little itty bit bigger. I took a break from that shade. The next shade, which surprised me, is Toasted. I did use that quite a bit. I actually didn't think that I liked that shade, but I actually do love it. I do think it has a little bit of a dip going on the bottom. I do think I expanded that, like deepened it a little bit. I discovered that I really liked that shade. So that may be one of the lighter tones that I hit pan on first. The next shade is Hustle, also a shade that I discovered I liked quite a bit. One of my favorite looks included Buck as a transition and then Hustle kind of over top. It gave a really beautiful crease shade. I did take a few pictures and I'll insert it, but yeah, so I discovered that these two shades I really did like. The next shade is Creep, which again, my goal was to expand the pan a little. I do think I did that. I do think that you probably could clearly see it now, where in the intro you probably could not see it. I wish I was further on that, but so the way I hit pan on it was with an eyeliner brush last year, so it went pretty much straight down. So now when I was using it, I was using a thicker brush because I was mostly putting it in the outer V. Today I'm wearing it in the outer V. I think only a few times this month I wore it as an eyeliner. But most of the looks I did was Creep as an outer V, and you don't need a lot, like 1 or 2 dips and it's enough for the whole eye. But I think the reason why I didn't expand a lot is because now I was Like it was a bigger area that I was touching. It wasn't going straight down. It's like flattening the whole area around that pan. So that is a shade that I have come to terms with that I am not going to finish that shade this year. There's no way. I would have to do black every single day to finish that. And I don't think I want to do that. I do get a lot of compliments with my smoky eye looks, which is good, but also I do get people saying that I look goth. I think they're joking when they say that, but yeah, I'm not gonna finish that, but I'm gonna try to hit pan on all the shades. That is the first goal. That I'm not trying to finish any shades right now. I'm trying to hit pan on all the shades first. That is the first goal. I do think I can reach that. I now have 4 pans, which means now there's only 8 pans to go. That doesn't sound that bad. It really doesn't. I hit like 15 pans last year, so there's no doubt in my mind that I can hit pan in all the shades. The last shade is Gunmetal. I used that maybe 4 times. I'm pretty sure that this shade is famous for being unliked in this palette. Pretty much everyone hates that shade. I don't think I hate it. I haven't played around with it enough to know. I used it once. The first look I did after the intro was a really black smoky eye, and I put Gunmetal the inner half, like the inner lid, and I got a lot of compliments on that look. A lot of people said they liked that look. Also probably they liked it because I was wearing like a navy shirt with it and it complemented really well, so I got a lot of compliments that day. I also used it once. I used like Buck in the transition and then Gunmetal on top. That looked okay too. I don't remember what else I did with the rest of the look that day, but so far the looks that I have done with it, I didn't have any issues with it. Were they my absolute favorite? No. But I do need to play around with that shade more. So I'm a person that's really light-handed with my brush. Like, I barely tap into it. I don't like shadows that have lots of fallout. I hate when my palettes look messy, which even this one looks a little bit messy now. This palette is moving. I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy that I'm not bored yet. I have 3 eyeshadows in my project pan this year. They're all mattes because there's only 2 mattes in here. I figured to supplement. The goal for those is only to hit pan, so I'm not worried that it's going to interfere with these. But yeah, this is my update. Let's talk about goals for this month. I think goal number 1 is going to be to hit pan in Virgin. Again, I don't know how far I am from hitting pan on it, but I'm going to set that as a goal. It is pretty deep, so that's going to be goal number 1. I want to hit pan in Virgin. That would be awesome if I could hit pan right away. I think the next goal I'm going to set for myself is to get a dip going in Gunmetal. Like I was just saying, I need to play around with the shade, figure out how I like it. I would like to get away from the smoky eyes because I feel like I'll get bored very quickly if I keep doing smoky eyes. Yeah, I want to get a dip going in Gunmetal because it looks used but not enough to get a dip going. So I want to get a dip going. Even just a little one I'll be happy with. It doesn't have to be super deep. I just want to get a good dip on that, and I want to hit pan and Virgin. So those are going to be my 2 goals for this month. I do think that those are realistic goals. Yeah, this is my Pan That Palette. This is my update for Pan That Palette. I'm super excited. This is the most pans that I have ever seen in a palette. I'm super happy that I have 4 pans. I can't even tell you how happy this makes me. Alright guys, that's my Pan That Palette. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys leave a comment. Let me know how you guys are doing in your Pan That palettes. Please subscribe if you want to follow along with me. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.